This is kind of a weird one, but I was doing a lot of thinking about Guy Fieri, the kitchen dude, divers, drive-ins and dives, grocery games, tournament of champions. And yeah, it's just something I've noticed recently is like his son is being inserted into a lot of it, Hunter Fieri. And like, I don't mean to be rude against Hunter because I think he's like new to being in front of the TV, but like, he's not very good. And at least to me, I find him very like awkward that he's on TV. And this is kind of the whole debate on the whole nepo baby thing, but I just feel like if Guy Fieri is going to put his son in like his hugely televised network show, he kind of needs to set his son up for success. And what I mean by that is like obviously Guy Fieri can't do this forever, so I don't know if what he's trying to do is like get his son prepared to take over the family empire. I mean, Hunter's like Instagram bio is the Prince of Flavortown. And if Guy Fieri's the king, obviously when the king retires, the prince becomes king. But it's just like Hunter's just so like shy and reserved, and his lines kind of come out awkwardly. Now I'm not saying I would do much better. I want to be very clear about that. Like I don't want to critique Hunter as like a person because we always joke about nepotism, but also like if your dad is like, hey, you want to be on network TV and we'll give you like a salary. I also don't know what a salary is, but if your salary is like 10K an episode or more, I mean, like I'm not going to fault the guy for doing it. But what I'm more concerned about is just like eventually Guy Fieri's not going to be doing this show anymore. And I just worry that like, is Hunter able to carry this show on his own? And I don't think the answer is he can. And I'm like, if it were up to me, what I would be doing is like getting him onto more shows that aren't just like run by like Guy Fieri. Like if Guy Fieri, I think really wants to set him up for success, I would almost like get him like a YouTube channel where he could like practice cooking, like develop more of a personality away from his dad. Because I feel like you just cannot compare yourself to Guy Fieri, even if you're Guy Fieri's son. Like I almost feel he needs to have like a travel show or some kind of cooking channel where it's just separated from his dad. It's something that he's really good at instead of these like live performance with contestant thing. Like almost put him in like give him his own cooking show where he can kind of just talk his way through things. I think he has a lot of potential. I just think almost like he's shooting too close to the sun. It's similar to when like Harry Styles went into acting and then did Don't Worry Darling, and everyone's argument was kind of like maybe drama isn't probably the first thing you should go into if you're like a new actor, just because it's such a difficult, like you need more range, right? If you just it's regardless, instead of just going into comedy. I think like a bit of a tangent, but like in one of them days, like SZA just being SZA in a comedy crushed it because it's like you're just doing a comedy where you can be goofy. And I see that same thing with Hunter Fieri where I'm like, don't get him in these contestant shows. I think you just need to give him like his own space to do his thing away from his dad, because I do worry. Like obviously the Guy Fieri name carries, but eventually he's going to retire and there's going to be a producer who will have the tough decision to be like, yeah, this show isn't working with just you in it, like Hunter Fieri in it, or like he's not good enough to like capture his like dad. Because I do think the host matters. I think we're seeing that a lot now in TV, where like the person who it's not just like the style of the show; it's like who's running the show. And I think Guy Fieri is so good at what he does that his son just really needs to be set up for success. Once again, I don't think this is a jab against Hunter at all. Like I think he has a lot of potential. Yeah, he probably has a really good nest egg waiting for him to figure it out. But yeah, if he needs to grow his family business, I just wonder if that's going to be a way off TV or it's just going to be like he's going to be more TV facing. Because if he's going to be away from TV, that's fine. But if he's going to be on TV more, I really think there needs to be more structure in like how they run him. Like honestly, give him a podcast. Like you just give him practice being comfortable behind the camera. And I think that would do wonders. I know this is super niche too, because it's like I'm not sure how many people actually care about like seeing Guy Fieri's son on TV. But as someone who's watched these shows for a really long time, it's weird seeing him here. It's like weird seeing him featured in every episode of Guy's Grocery Games, and then like he just like is in for 5 seconds, that he leaves, but it's like him standing next to his dad. And it just like, I don't know, as the producer of the show, I'd be like, is it worth like paying this kid this salary to not do much? Like, I don't know if it's adding to the experience. But also it's a Guy Fieri production. So maybe he's like comping his son's, his pay. I also haven't seen Drivers, Dive-Ins, and Dives in a really long time. So I don't know if like Hunter's in that. I've seen clips where he's in it. I also don't necessarily think that's a good thing because I think it'd be weird if like you're opening up a restaurant excited to see Guy Fieri and like his son shows up. I want to reiterate like and just I'll cap this off on this rant or like this like rumination that I don't think once again Hunter's a bad guy. It's really just like my note is like on the whole nepo thing. When you're nepoing your kid in business, there's like less like face to face or like direct actions that they're good or not. But I feel like if you're gonna nepo your way into like acting or like music or like TV, you have to have some level of competency. I'm not saying he's not competent. It's more just like he needs to get a little more confident. And I might, if you have the funds and like the resources that Guy Fieri has, like I would say, like I said, start him small, get him a TV show. And maybe not throwing him straight into the big shows was the right idea. But curious to see what you all think. And chat soon.